If you're a toy collector, do you ever sit there and notice that you've got way too many toys and you're just like, what am I going to do? Well, that's what this show is exactly for. We're going to open up some toys tonight. I've got the brand new SH Figuarts Yuta Okkotsu from JJK, the newest Sexyice 2019 Smasher, Unkval Smasher, Anaconda. There's a whole bunch of names on there. I don't know which one. And of course, a few weeks ago at the Touring Around Toy Con, I got 3 sets of SH Figuarts One Piece sets that I don't know where to begin. We will tackle at least two, if not most of these tonight on your weekly unboxing therapy. Let's go.
What's today? It's Thursday.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Touring Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one. Do you see all the name?
Let's try them. Let's still try.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You're watching Unboxing Thursdays, where every week I usually open up some toys with a fellow collector or friend in the community and with you in the chat. But this week I decided we're going to bring it back old school. Maybe the first Thursday of every month now. I don't know. Maybe I will do a solo unboxing, which makes me think, why do I even need the headphones right now? I don't even need to hear anything. If you can hear me, I'm sure, or if you can't hear me, I'm sure you would have told me by now already. But thank you so much for tuning in. I don't think I've done a solo unboxing in a long time. All right, let me see what's good here. It's a little. Do we need music, or is the background music too distracting? I know sometimes it's it overpowers my speaking, my audio. But thank you for tuning in. We've got lots of great stuff to open, and a lot of stuff has been going on with me lately. And the channel's been a little bit quiet, so I thought, like, hey, here's a good chance, people, if you have questions, if you want to open some stuff along with me, let me know. If you're watching this and you're opening things, post it on Instagram, tag me. Love to see what you're opening as well. But like I said in the intro, we've got some heat tonight. We've got some heaters. The Yuta Okkotsu. I love saying that name, Okkotsu. Okkotsu, faster. If you haven't watched JJK, the newest season yet, to completion, there's a spoiler in here. There's a slight spoiler, so be careful. And if you're a collector of Sexyice 2019, this is the Anaconda Smasher. Finally, I ordered 2. It's basically, where's the red one? It's basically this reddish one, but in a dark green colorway. This one has the special 796 Studios Geist Plus head sculpt on there, the exclusive 1 of 1, but it's different color, so you kind of already know what you're getting. At first, I wasn't a huge fan. Like, I don't know if I prefer red. This thing is amazing though, to look at and pose, but I don't know. I want to check another color out. And again, with JJK ending, what a great season. That was season 3, right? Like this Yuji is already one of my tops for the year. And I'm wondering, it just had me feeling like, man, I can't wait to get more from the SHF JJK line. So with Yuta, these two will go together. He's so rad. I found an old I think this is a Mezco backpack. And I guess, he's a student. He could try this out. This worked well in the subway diorama that I have. And if you don't have the other SHF JJK figures, a bunch of them were reissued this week. I hope you got lucky. If not, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why the demand is so crazy for those, and I don't know why the prices have been so high. between the Figma ones and the SHF ones. But at least SHF is re-releasing them, gets fans another opportunity to buy them, and not so much for the Figma. So we're definitely gonna get into the Smashers, and I see a comment right here before. I'll go in order, but this is the one that caught my eye right now. Slendy Second says, "Yo, is Smashers worth getting?" 100%. I wholeheartedly agree that I wholeheartedly believe they are worth the hype. So much so that I bought 2, and I think someone called dibs on the other one if they need. However, it's I got a second for people in case they missed it. If you're interested, this one is currently in stock on Bombas B. I'll drop a link in the chat right now. Great. I just typed sexy and I don't know where it went on my computer. That's gonna show up later. Hope it's not in like a work email. Smasher in stock. I hope this link works. I think Grump said last time the links didn't work. We're gonna pin this. Grumps, I think it works, man. It might just be a you thing. It's a little bit pricier. So if you pre-order them, they're the MSRP price, and then I think when you get them afterwards, when they're in stock, the price does go up. I don't know. I mean, I think we kind of know why that is. There's a pre-order incentive for you to get it. It's I don't know. Is there a little bit of demand that's affecting the pricing there? What's the ethics on that? And also, I did my Toy Con last month, and Danny Green had a booth there, and he said, I asked him, "Do you have the Luffy Gum Gum parts set?" He was like, "Yeah, man, I'll bring it for you." I go, "Cool. Can you bring Zoro too? Because I think I want Zoro also." So he brought that, and he had a bunch of One Piece characters there as well. And while I was looking through his booth, this is not my favorite character of the Straw Hats. But damn, once I saw all these faceplates, I felt like I kind of had to go in. Like, he's part of the crew, right? But this toy, I think, brings me more joy than the character itself. So I'm really excited for this. If you're into One Piece, check out this unboxing. But also, all the characters come with a DLC for Luffy in some form or another. So he's consistently going to get upgrades. This one comes with this faceplate. The Zoro one comes with this one for Luffy. So I'm pumped. I'll open at least one of those, but the main two tonight are the Smashers and Yuta. Am I saying it right, or am I saying the state of Utah in America? We're gonna go to the chat real quick and say what's up. I haven't done this solo in a while, so I feel a little naked. Does that make sense? There's no audio. There's nobody to bounce words off of. So thankfully, I've got you guys in the chat right here on screen with me. I should have done a QR code. That's what I was going to do. I think I can do a QR code. Hold on a minute. No, I don't want to generate a background. Style. Widgets. Oh, there you go. Oh, this is brilliant. Hold on. I think I just gave myself a compliment for reading the screen for something that's already there somehow. Decoration. There you go. Smasher. Smasher. All right, here we go. There's going to be a QR code on the screen. If you want to scan that, it'll take you to Bombas B, where you can order the Smasher. Or, like, I think if you're on your phone, you can press screenshot, and then in your gallery, you can go to it from there. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Even though it's just me and no special guests, that truly means a lot for you guys to hang out here tonight. We've got in the chat, thank you for tuning in. If you have a second, please hit the thumbs up on the video. We have Video Power Gaming. Good to see you. Don Muchichiaro is here. Josh Brown Toys. Torrentsu, what's up, dude? What's up, nerds? Jay Sinner. Good to see you, Mr. Ryan Clark. We got some great channel members up in here showing out. Thank you. Justin B is here. Bad Force Grumps, what's up, dude? Static Thunder. If you missed some of the toy announcements from the last week or so, or if you're a big Tokusatsu fan, go watch the best and worst toys of the week. We did a live stream last night with myself, Chamba, Rick, and of course, special guest Static Thunder. And lots of fun, other than the allergies severely kicking my ass, which it did today also. Undead Werewolf, happy Thursday to you. D Cirtle, what's up, dude? Stop placing bets on the teams that I like. I need them to win, dude. No, dude, this is allergies again. So I was telling the guys last night, what my wife was saying was like, because the winter in Canada went so long into the year, into the spring, like it was still snowing in April. It snowed in April, not snowing. It snowed in April. And so the plants were like, I'm going to burst, but they didn't. And then the winter lasted so long. Once it got warm, all the plants were pollinating everywhere. So it was all over the place. So the allergy, like the pollen level, again, I used to make fun of kids like, oh, there's pollen outside. Now it's me. So the pollen percentage in the air outside is insane. And so that's why I'm wearing my glasses. I can't even wear my contacts, dude. Shelf Presence, what's up, man? Good to see you. Always good to see you in the chat as well. Mackerson, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you a few weeks ago. And of course, the homie Chamba. What's up, man? Finally opening. I've been swamped. Honestly, guys, this is the biggest third world problem. I hate that I even have to say it, but like these came in and these shot up to the front of the line of unboxings because every week, hopefully the newest thing, right? But there's stuff that doesn't get opened in time and it just keeps piling up and piling up and piling up. The whole point of this stream is supposed to ease that pressure. I don't think it's made a difference. Guys, it's episode 299. That's going to be next week should be 300, which is insane. 300. Let's say I average 3 toys a night. In the early days, it was probably 7. But let's say 3 toys a night modestly. That's 900 toys in, Jesus, 6 years? That's a lot, right? Oh, this ring light is really bothering me. It's reflecting from my glasses. Is that 900 toys in 6 years? Do you think, is anyone in the chat could... First of all, don't judge me. I think that is a lot. I know I have a problem. Is anyone close to that? I can't be the only one. I can't be. Mr. Ryan Clark says, I got the Marvel Legends Bullseye Muse pack today. Go. That's awesome. A great toy photographer, Mr. Ryan Clark, and Canadian, so go check him out. I've seen some really great photos of this 2-pack from Brad Harper also. So, but I'm like, I'm not that connected to Muse that I need it. But congrats. Where'd you order it from? Culling Game Part 1 is peak anime. Guys, JJK is just, it's that good. Give it a chance. Slendy second. All right. I answered that question. Good. Sonic Rockman X is here. What's up? Devin Steer. Yo, thanks for tuning in. Is that a new name in the chat? We've got the link for the Sexyice Smasher for Bombasby if you're interested. If you want to order from there, it is in stock. It does help the channel at no extra cost to you, but I don't know where else it's in stock, but that's where it's available that I know of. Grumps is here. What's up, man? Might have been my VPN. Yeah, you're good. I don't know. There's some characters that, I prefer over Usopp. And I don't know if I told this on here before. We were watching and we were looking at this toy, my daughter and I, and we're like, oh man, that Usopp has, looking at the faceplates. He's like, his nose is so long, it's kind of like Pinocchio. And then we both were like, oh my God, is it because he lies all the time and he's telling these tall tales? And I think everyone already knew at this point, but we were on episode 70 before we figured it out. I don't know if that's late. I don't know. He's naked playing with his widgets. I hope he's not talking about me. Am I naked again? It's the worst nightmare. Back in high school and I'm naked. Who you calling a widget? We call them little... I don't know. Little scanners? I don't know. Little icons. What's up, Brick? Good to see you, man. Have you been? Sometimes I'll think of the stupidest punchlines to myself in the car and I'll laugh really loud. And my wife is sitting next to me. I'll tell her. And I don't know if she gets it. I don't know if she appreciates my humor. Fabio, what's up, man? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. King Dingaling says, dude, it's like an Asian thing. My allergies are still killing me in June. Is it an Asian thing? Here's the thing. I don't think there's seasonal allergies. Like I'm from Hong Kong. I don't think I ever had that when I was younger. Also, food allergies aren't really a thing in Hong Kong either until we got here and my kids have it. My parents don't have food allergies. I don't have food allergies. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's the pollen. It's changing us. All right, should I unbox? This is the new unboxing, guys, for all of you allergy nerds. NAFCON eye allergy relief. I never knew that you can get eye allergy drops, but these instant relief for my eyes. Instant. And you know what? We'll just keep it on the screen. What did I say? Did you mean first world problem? What did I say? I hope I didn't say third world problem. DK took 1,000 takes just to try and wish me happy 200 eps. I gotta go back and find that montage. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, the community. And guys, like, how much you've grown so much, the channel's grown so much, the community's grown so much. If you want to join the enabler toy club Discord, the link is in the chat, and chat with all the amazing people that you see here and more. But your favorite, not even just toys. Like, we'll post food in there. The meme page is always busy with new stuff going on. It's a great community, and I'm very grateful. I don't know if you guys have some comments for episode 300, what you would like to see. I'm definitely open to hearing some suggestions. You think too many toys is a third world problem? I meant first world. I meant first world. Episode 300 should be an intervention. We also have Vincent Lee 1995. What's up? Certified white guy here. Guys, the whites have it too, apparently. I don't think it's an Asian thing. Whoever said that. Was it King Dingaling? We have my homie 796 Studios in the house. How are you, man? Did you get the Smasher? Let me know. I need to find out the exact name. It is the PURE.ICE X Vermin series, Unkval Smasher-Anaconda Strike version. There we go. How am I supposed to remember all this? Sexyice2019 PURE.ICE X Vermin series Unkval Smasher-Anaconda Strike version. If you don't have the red one, I definitely recommend you pick this up. If you have the red one and you love it and you like this colorway, pick it up. Hopefully you pre-ordered it because it looks really, really good. and I think they will match well with the hounds that are shipping soon, I believe. I think Chamba said they're hitting people are getting them in hand in China already, which I have pre-ordered here. I don't know what's up with the baseball bat though. It's interesting because it's like you have swappable helmets and armor. He's got 2 guns, and I don't know if it stands out, but he has these like a screen across his visor, and you can swap them out with text. There's text on some of them, which is totally rad. But the sports thing is like, all right, he's kind of football-y, and then he's kind of does baseball. The bat's a little short. I don't know where I'm at with the sports stuff yet. I still have my bat here with the 2 grip hands on it for when I want to switch it over, but I don't know. Maybe it'll look good with the Geist Plus head. But there's no doubting that these guys are good quality, high quality toys and just look awesome in hand. Literally, if you just pose them on your hand, they will look good also. I do plan to do more toy photography. This I recently got a new camera. The reason to get the new camera was not for toy photography reasons, but I think that's a byproduct of this decision. You know, let me start opening some stuff first. Let me start opening some stuff. We'll do the Smasher first since it was there on the screen. Mario's here. What's up, dude? Okay, allergies disappear when I'm in Arizona. Yeah, maybe because it's warm all the time, they have like a proper pollination schedule with nature. I don't know, man, but this sucks. I hate having seasonal allergies. It's fucking horrible. I had to take allergy medication today and I'm mixed. Guys, I don't think it's a racial thing. I don't know who said it earlier, but he's really got the chat in an uproar. I don't think it's based on ethnicity, guys. Brick is more interested in the certification process. Is it written? Do you have to apply? Is it at birth? It's probably at birth. It's like a generational thing. The air is drier in Arizona. Same here when I visit. We're grandfathered in. Oh my God. You guys. All right. Oof. What's up, man? Good to see you. All right. Smasher. Sexyice 2019. You know, they've had several releases before I finally caught on and said, all right, these look rad. Every week I see Chamba posing them and Mario posing the Eliminator, which I'm so pissed at that. You know what? Damn. I wonder if anyone would want to trade Eliminator for this match. Oh, probably not. Probably not. I would gladly take that trade, but because I need it. But there was several figures, the Manticora, the Eliminator that they kept posing up, and I'm like, guys, all right, I should not have been sleeping on this company. Sometimes it's hard for me to see beyond the nostalgia. I have this problem of only buying things for characters that I know and not really wanting to take the risk of an unknown. I'm sure other people are like that as well. Instruction booklet has extra joints there, which I do like about that. What is this tape? Uh-oh, something's happening in the Jays game. Oh, it's one of those secret Da Vinci Code tapes. Once you remove it, it has words. Whoa. Look at that. What does it say? I don't know. Do you have a cryptex? I went to a Toronto Tempo game a few weeks ago, and I brought this camera, and ever since I changed all the settings when I was in person. This is using my streaming camera, and now all my settings are off for the live stream. Same as last week too. So if you watch Unboxing Thursday last week with Steve from Retro Kid, I couldn't get anything in focus in here when I was unboxing. But thank you for the people who tuned in. Thank you for the people who watched and saw the shirts and gave it a shot and ordered stuff. Like Video Power Gaming is in the chat. Dom, um, Bat Force Grumps, I think Samrock also. We did the live stream last Thursday. These guys put their orders in Thursday night, and I think by Monday or Tuesday, people were like, "Yo, I got my package already, or I got tracking info already." And I if you got them, post it up online and tag me, tag Retro Kid. It'd be cool to see what everyone purchased because that line is incredible. All right. So I was saying I ordered a new camera. I'm ordering a new camera because I've been doing some video work on the side, and while I'm able to accomplish my job with the Pocket 3, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is here. I think it works. It's handheld. The quality is there. And it started off with my friends like, "Hey, you got that camera? Can you just help me film some simple stuff? You don't need a big rig. Something small like this will work." And so it started off as that. But then I feel like, a couple of more opportunities came up. And as much as I hate to say, like, you should not rely on your gear, like your gear doesn't make your product. The same way a better camera won't help you take better toy photos. Um, the camera shouldn't affect what I see and how I edit and what video I output and things like that. Um, but there is a thing if you show up to a shoot, I feel like clients look at it and go, "Oh, what's this little rinky dink camera?" versus a legitimate either a mirrorless or DSLR or something like that. So I've been looking at another camera, definitely enabled by my friend Paul, who has a ton of gear, and I'm just like, okay, this is like a cinema camera, the Sony FX30. So I've been looking at different options, and if I have that camera, then this one up here stays. And I tell myself that because the camera is up there, I take less toy photos because it's cumbersome to take it down, take out the battery, the dummy battery, change all the settings, do everything, take photos, put it back up. So now I have the extra camera for work purposes. Hopefully, having the accessibility will result in more toy photography. So, in 100 episodes, let me know how I've done. Hold me to that and see if I've done any better. Cycling through different allergy meds. Let me know how that works, because there's Reactin, Arius, Eris, there's something else, and then there's Allegra, which I thought was a PP medication, but it's not. It's allergies, and then you can probably get like a Costco brand or no name brand from the local pharmacy. I wouldn't be too upset if they did an Eliminator 2.0. Dude, Eliminator 2.0 in any colorway, I would love it. A Manticora with like actual beetle. What are those things called? Some kind of whatever beetle it is in that colorway. I'm in. Let me get that again. Sexyice2019 Manticora. Let me tell you guys about my freaking camera in a second, by the way. What a freaking week. Chamba says white and gray colorway. Oh, dude, should I show that? Someone did a custom of it. Here we go. Look at this thing. It's freaking insane. It's like the finish of it, the finish of this looks like the finish of a beetle. Look at the finish that God put on his beetle. He was out of clear coat. Dude, this guy's so fucking cool. It can go with anything. It could be a kaiju, right? You can fight with your kaiju number 8 kaiju defense team. It could be a cursed spirit with JJK, right? You can have UG fighting this. Come on. Redo this. Redo this with a little bit of pop, a little bit of color. You know, maybe a metallic or some sort of candy paint like orange green beetle. What are these called? Dung beetles? Or am I making that up? Bull beetles, cow beetles. I don't know. But this is the one that I think is going for stupid money, and I really hope that they re-release this, even honestly, even in a different colorway, even in red. I'll take red. That's what it is. It's Da Vinci Code tape. You pulled it back and there was words in there. I mean, you don't have to like everything, Sonic. I agree with you. Like there's that new one they posted recently. It's not fully revealed yet, but so far I'm not fully sold on it yet. And Chamba and the crew kind of got into it extensively last night. Like, you know, there are certain things that I would want from Sexyice before getting that next water-based Smasher character. You know, again, re-release this in a different color, re-release the Eliminator in a different color, release the Locust character that they've shown prototypes for. When they showed the prototypes for that, they showed the prototypes for that Mandroid thing too, Troy, and Troy is up for pre-order. So hopefully the Locust is soon. The ants are up for pre-order. I don't think I need all those ants. I don't even know if I pre-ordered it. I have to double check. Grump says I ordered on Thursday during the show and received my order on Monday. Hell yeah. Thank you. I actually messaged Steve yesterday. I said, dude, people in the US said they're getting their orders. Steve was like, we're not messing around. We are not messing around. Yes, Mackerson. I ordered some retro stuff, kid, today. What did you get? Did you get Batman? Mark Rose, good to see you. Nostalgia is powerful and totally makes sense. Having little plastic avatars of our favorite characters is so fun, but I'm always just hyped by new, cool-looking creations. I hear you. I hear you. And it's not that I wouldn't support or buy a new character, or that my brain doesn't accept new characters. It's just that, again, I'm drowning in here. When I walk through here, it's a minefield. I'm literally walking through an old minefield, placing my foot in the smallest open space, because if I step on anything else, something's going to go off. Something's going to break. And so I have to be very precise and what's the word I'm looking for? Intentional with what I buy. You know, what if I like it and it looks cool, and if it comes in and it sucks and that's just going to pile up here? Not that the pile up isn't a problem already, but like, again, I got to do a video for all the stuff that I got at ToyCon. I have a box from Japan that I haven't opened yet that I need to make a video for. Camera box here, Lego box here. That's not even my Lego. A bunch of Blockies Saint Seiya figures I need to put together for my display. I haven't even done all of those yet. And those realistically take 40 minutes each because I'm so good at it, because I don't make mistakes. You can build a few while you're watching a movie. I've got Comic-Con stuff I haven't opened yet. What's wrong with me? That's pure FOMO stuff in the moment, right? Boxes and boxes of really cool toys. And if you watch, I don't know, if you watch Tojima and he sells off all his stuff, a part of me in that anime was like, oh, that really spoke to me when that happened. And then I don't know, the algorithm's been showing me this video of this woman who inherited like her father's house, and he was definitely a hoarder. I think I don't think I'm that bad, but there are similarities, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to leave this burden on my kids, because if they have to sell my stuff, I will be pissed if they don't, sell the Marvel Legends with the proper hands and accessories for each one. Even though I try to sort them in my bins by team. All right, this green paint is, oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. A little tiny little bit of reflection on here. I think I saw Cap Lives in the chat earlier. What's up, Cap Lives? This looks cool. Unkval. The little decals everywhere. The text is awesome here. And I mean, like, if you look at the Geist heads that Mario did, he's got stuff on here that's really similar to this. And he's just a guy. He's just one guy. And he does similar stuff to that. Does this work on this body? Do you guys think this paint job matches? Or does it clash? Dude, I think, Mario, if you're still here, I think this one might be better. Rude Boy 1.0 might be better. Hold on. The hell was I saying? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I don't want to burden my kids with this. No, the neck's too fat. Got a fat neck. Dude, otherwise, that's cool, man. Dude. It doesn't even fit on there. It's around it. I kind of like this. Take the football gear off. Hello, what's this? Uh-oh. All right, we're going to have to figure out where that came from. Extra hands. The hands are this maroon color. 4 additional sets of hands there. And I think there are some gripping hands in the lower tray. Eventually, I'll invest in a camera, says Mr. Ryan Clark. I mean, there's different levels of cameras, too. Tons of people do awesome toy photography with just their phone. But I think I have some sort of hyper fixation on new stuff. So something comes out and I'll resist buying it, but then I'll research and keep looking at stuff and watch videos, and until eventually I'm like, all right, I have this in the budget. I can do this. Like right now I'm looking at either a Switch 2 or a PS5, and I know I should not be doing that because I just bought this camera. So I just close all my tabs. This is the alternate helmet, by the way. So I close all my tabs and I'm like, nope, don't want to do this now. You know, the wife's birthday was just this week, so spent a whole lot of money there. Where's the alternate chest piece? Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else get hyper fixated on stuff like that? Every few weeks or so? These are the shoulder pads? This is not what I'm looking for. What the heck? There should be an alternate piece for the chest, isn't there? Okay, down here I mentioned the visor has swappable. What? Oh, there they are. Simulates like there's text, like an LED scroller across the visor. So this one is in green. It says clear. This is danger. And in blue, this says converge. That's awesome. I don't know if people remember that Simpsons joke when they go bowling and Lenny and Carl are like, hey, Homer, what name do you want? And then he's like, are poo and ass taken? Because, you know, in bowling alleys in the old days, you can only have the 3 characters. So we found this arcade, 1UP arcade cabinet, and they had NBA Jam, and I went to play with my daughter, and she puts her name, and I just put poo, and she thought it was the funniest thing. I'm like, man, these kids don't. This is the simplest joke, but it's the best. I don't cycle the meds. I take them all at once and hope for the best. My God, are you a rock star, Kyle? That's insane. I know you're supposed to take, like, alternate between Tylenol and Advil if you can't break the fever, right? Change the type of medicine. I've never heard of taking them both at the same time. Dude, you can honestly, Mr. Ryan Clark, again, back to toy photography with phones. Like, it's toy photography. You don't need to capture a moving subject. You have all the time in the world. You control all the elements. The lighting, the distance. You can get different apps that give you greater control of your camera settings. I think there's like a Leica app for iPhones, or you can get, if you're on Android, you can get tons of different pro style camera apps that let you control everything. You have all the time in the world. That's the thing. The only thing is, like, maybe you want to output it to a monitor so you can see it better at an angle. Or so, like, when your phone's at an angle, you might not be able to see it depending on your setup. Versus having something on a monitor. But yeah, you're completely in control of it. Chat, what do you think? If you think this head looks good on this, give me a type 796 in the chat. And if you don't, then you can just be quiet, because you don't, if you think this looks, I think this fits. This is the 796 Studios Rude Boy 1.0. And I think it's the green that kind of is on the same template, same palette with everything here. White and gray, 100% Chama. Yeah, Cap lives, man. Just me tonight. Is that not good enough for you, sir? I just got my shipping notification for SHF Bakugo, the beginning. Very nice. Yeah, so the Mantis was their first release, right, Brooke? And are they a couple, or are they just bug people? Because they're very different. I think the Mantis was more very light colored, white-ish, right? Not certified white. Nope. Not certified white. Solo leveling. What about solo leveling? Solo leveling is fun to watch, but I don't feel like I need toy. Oh, you mean like this could be something he fights in solo leveling? 100%. I don't know if I need what's his name? Is it Sung Jin Woo? Let me know. I might be mixing up a bunch of Korean people into a new name. You need a warehouse. Dude, you have no idea. You have no idea. I would love to have a warehouse. Had to order some stuff after watching some animated series. Freaking awesome. Is this because I said 900 toys in 6 years? I don't think I've even done 900 push-ups in 6 years. Because by the same logic, that would only be 3 a week. I don't think I've done 900 push-ups in 6 years. Damn it. Should I do push-ups for every toy that I open every week? Whoa, what do you guys think? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, right? Grumps is always on my ass. It'll be like 18 minutes into the show, and if we're just chatting and we don't open anything, so is this an unboxing show? Or what am I doing? What am I watching? I got you. Thank you, Grumps. I need people around me to keep me on track. Sometimes if you make content and you're like, I'm saving this for a video, but you don't have time to do a video, it can pile up that way too. I feel like maybe I'm a little bit too young to be thinking of this. But you know, when am I going to start thinking of it? When am I going to start acting on it? I'm not saying I shouldn't be buying toys and not enjoying it, but maybe be a little bit, again, be more intentional with what I get. Um, take better care of this space, more organize it better, right? Even for myself, I should be organizing this place a little bit better. I started a spreadsheet of my collection so my partner knows what toys goes with what accessories if I die. I place a lot of confidence in DK to know what to sell to get maximum value for my family when I'm gone. Um, that's if he outlives me, and god damn if that's not cruelty in the universe, that kid's gonna outlive me. And I don't know. My kids enjoy toys. I don't know how much of this they're going to want to keep for themselves, if anything. Maybe just the Monkey Kings. Maybe just the giant Monkeshi. Look at this thing. Look at this beautiful little boy. This beautiful little monkey boy. These colors are so awesome. I want to buy more colors and print a whole bunch of these. However I can. But I want to do some modifications too. So I got to hit up that Dao Fuyan, the sculptor. I think I'm really behind in the chat. There you go. One fist. All right. So the camera that I wanted was the Sony FX30 cinema camera. And I've been doing some video work on the side. So I thought, you got to upgrade a little bit. You got to look a little bit more like a pro. So, I can still bring the the Sony. God, I'm talking out of my ass here. The DJI Pocket 3 for my own personal stuff. It's super compact on vacation. It's also really nice. It's very low key. I don't know if you guys saw. I did a video with my friend Paul. He got a warehouse space, and he's like, "Hey, I want to film some content. We're gonna go buy a TV." So we went to the local brick and mortar store, as he calls it, and filmed the whole thing. And it was more low key because I had that camera with me, the Pocket 3, that it wasn't as obvious. People weren't like, "Hey, you can't be shooting here, shooting photos." Okay, America, don't get that confused. I know, sorry, dark humor, but it's more conspicuous that way. But if you're going to a legit job, it's like maybe I should get the more high quality camera, the more traditional looking camera. And I also think that you can charge more. Talking business wise, you can charge more. You have less conflict with people. It's like, why are you charging me in this using this camera? Things like that. That's not my intention with everybody, but I feel like if it's going to be a side thing, a legitimate thing, that in some places, unfortunately, you do have to look the part too. One Fist says, I have to keep convincing myself the camera I just bought is more than enough. I don't need anything else. Even if that Hasselblad X2D, it looks awesome. Do you need it? If it makes you happy, do it. The only justification for this is like I got a couple of invoices paid off, so I can use it towards that, and then ultimately the camera will pay back itself. So that's why I went for it. 796, just make the neck hole bigger. I don't think you can go back and Sonic, do we have a converted Tokyo Revengers fan? Hell yeah, dude. That's like one of my favorite shows. Me, Rick, Vince. Tokyo Revengers, it's not for everyone. But for some reason, anything about like gangs, I take to it. Clockwork Orgy, good to see you again. Just like the Mantis's brightness with soft blues and pink hints. There you go. Chamba says Mantis colorway is based off an actual Mantis. They should do the same with Manticora using colors that are found. Stag beetle, that's what it was, not a dung beetle. Unfortunately for my wife, she hates bugs. So all of these would not be great for her. But We don't need to do that. We don't need to show her. I suggest burpees. That's more bang for your buck. Yeah. Also, I would not be able to do that in here. Doing burpees in here would be absolutely catastrophic. Catastrophic. How does it compare to every toy you buy? Oh, the Smasher? I mean, Sexyice 2019, these are S tier for me. These are S tier for me. All right, can I show you guys? Can I enjoy this with me? Enjoy this with me if you can. This is my friend Paul's page, and I did this video for him. So this is what I've been doing.
In your motorcycle.
It's over.
I need you to close your boots on your motorcycle. Sarah Connor. We're in a brick and mortar store, an actual brick and mortar store. I want a TV for the studio space. Looking to buy a television, 85-inch range, trying to decide between an OLED that's organic light emitting diode versus mini LED, which is cheaper, but you can get bigger sizes. I want to see them side by side. You can do all your research online, but the proof is in the pudding. So it's good to be in a room where you can actually see the difference in quality, in terms of everything here. And it also gives me a good opportunity to speak to the helpful sales staff. There you go. Say hi to Reed.
Hey, guys.
Who can fill me in, and I can see other brands that I might not have considered, because after a while you just kind of go cross-eyed with all these specs. So it's good to talk to an expert about it who can put everything into perspective, and then at the end of the day sort of make a more informed choice. All right, what's your opinion? Like, what do you prefer? The first OLED TV we ever bought.
Okay.
Like, great picture quality, but my kid ruined it and burn-ins and stuff like that. LG G5 is 83 inches, so it's bigger. It's the size that I want. It's OLED, but I'm just a little bit worried about future-proofing it, because I know the next generation of TVs are about to drop, but they'll be expensive. They'll be super expensive anyway. Okay, I think I know what I want.
Are you making the decision?
I think I'm leaning towards the LG now. Not gonna lie, lean towards the LG. But cost-wise and comfort-wise, I still like the Bravia, the OLED 8s. It might not be snazzy, but it gets the job done. And like a lot of things, you know, when you compare them side by side, it's easy to get wowed. But when you settle on the one that you have and you put it in the space, you're gonna love it no matter what. So I don't think there's a wrong decision here. I think if I'm thinking in terms of cost and comfort, Sony comes out on top. I need you to close your boots on your motorcycle. Sarah Connor.
Normally when I edit a video over and over, I get bored of the sound of my own voice. But Paul talking about TVs, the fact that he even know what OLED stands for, I don't even know what the official name for this Smasher is, but he knows. So like he's just so natural when he's speaking that it's easy to edit. So I did that, and I'm like, this is cool. I'm doing more stuff, and I can step it up in the quality as well for the video. But that was a lot of fun. He was I think people enjoyed that video. So we'll see what else goes. And you're just making videos with your friends. It's a lot of fun. Clockwork says, did you get Legion's scapular? That's a bone in your body, isn't it? It's amazing, by the way. Best Legions I have so far. I don't collect Four Horsemen, not because they're not good. I think they look fantastic. There's too many things that I don't have the space for, and I can't say the names, and I can't afford to look foolish online pronouncing names that I don't know. So that's why I'm not collecting it. No, I jest. If they made Lord of the Rings, I would be 100% in. It's just again, those characters, freaking beautiful, very well done, very well priced. No room for it right now. It's like anime stuff. Star Wars is kind of taking a backseat because I'm mostly converting to TBC, so it's just like new stuff here and there. Everyone's hating on the Revengers ending on Tokyo Revengers. I think it had to end some way. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that ending. I'd rather have an ending that makes me go, "Oh, okay," as opposed to that sucks. Um, why did I waste my time on this? Even though Game of Thrones season 8 sucked, I don't feel like I wasted my time on it. I finished The Boys recently. I don't know if that was good or not. I'm still not I haven't made my mind up on that yet. But, it wasn't that great of an ending, but it wasn't terrible. Do you feel dirty every time you have to make a vertical video, or is that just old man cinephile of me? You you know what the deliverables are, and so why would you go shoot it horizontal to convert it to a vertical format and limit yourself that way? I get it, but times change. I'm not shooting like a whole movie. If I get like a FX30 and just do vertical, I might feel like that's crazy. But again, that's if it's just freelance. I can get past it. The end of that video is pure Paul. I mean, there's some editing. There's some editing in there. There's a little bit of my style of humor, I guess, in there. Daniel, I'll tell you about that after. Hot take: 4K projector and go 120-inch. I think he has a projector at home. I don't think he has like a blank wall for it though. Part 2 is not complete yet. And by that I mean it's not filmed yet. Grumps, you might be confused with another channel. There's no foolishness here happening on Toying Around. Josh Brown, yeah, I have it. I still can't get the tail in. I've heated it up several times and I still can't get the tail in on that Monkey King. So I've given up on it. It looks fine. It looks fine. I think I like that Four Horsemen went that route for that one Figura Obscura. All right, if I have the red one holding guns, what should this guy be holding? The bats? He also has a singular thumbs up hand here. Omega Weapon 13 said The Boys had a very good ending. I don't know. Is it too soon for people to discuss? Are they not ready for this? All right. So what happened was I ordered this camera. I'm on the fence about the camera, and I'm out at lunch one day and I see a local camera shop, a respectable camera store, had a secondhand copy of the FX30 at a really good price. I think Sony's were having a sale that week, so it was a really good price. And I'm like, you know what? Let's pull the trigger on this. Went ahead and did it. Camera shipped, and it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday afternoon. I'm sitting here working, and I get a notification. Your camera has been delivered. Like any other toy purchase, I was tracking the delivery progress meticulously, and it goes, package has been delivered. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Must be in the community mailbox because nobody came to my door. But then I go click on the details of the delivery, and it says signed for, and I go, okay, now I'm worried because I didn't sign for anything. This is like a almost $2,000 camera. And so I go, now I'm worried. And I check the name. I'm like, I don't know who this name is. I don't know who signed it. I go check the mailbox. There's nothing there. So I call Canada Post. They're like, no, it shows delivered. I go, yeah, not to me, dude. And they're like, well, maybe a neighbor picked it up for you. And then I go to my neighbor, the only one I talk to, on one side. She's nice. She's like, no, I didn't get any package for you. which is perfect. And then the neighbor on the other side, I don't like. He's a bit of a jerk, and so he never would have signed it for me. And I don't think it was his last name that signed for it. He has the shrubbery between our driveways. Our driveways are kind of connected, except for this mound in the middle, the shrubbery that was already there when I moved in. And his bushes, he's got a big bush that kind of overextends into my driveway. And even in the wintertime with that and the snow piling up, like we get less parking space. So I asked him one time, like, hey, do you mind trimming this? Because I'm running out of space here. I gave him a chance. So him and his wife go and trim it, and he does a little bit, and then he's like, this is all I'm doing. If you want to do the rest, do it yourself." Like, all right, pal. Uh, you you said it was okay. So my friend gave me an electric hedge trimmer, and I go down that thing straight down, um, like a lightsaber. So on his side of the driveway, the hedge is rounded and nice, and my side it's just flat, and you can see like the inside branches and everything. Um, so I have beef with this guy. There's no way he signed it. It's not his. I'm pretty sure it's not his name. So I open a ticket with Canada Post, and they're like, we'll contact the driver and do this and that. Wednesday comes by, I'm driving around, and I see Canada Post, the postman in the truck, and I go, "Oh, good, I'll talk to him." I said, "Hey, did you get a package for me the other day?" And I give him my house number. He goes, no, I didn't give anything to you. Wait, what was the number again?" And I tell him. He goes, I delivered 2 packages to a lady at that house number, but on like another street in another neighborhood. Maybe," he goes, "maybe I left it there." Like, are you fucking kidding me? Go check. So he goes, "Oh, I'll go check. Um, I'll go check tonight right after here, and then I'll see if she's there." Um, I don't hear from him that day. The next day I see him on the street again. I swear I'm not stalking him, but I see him on the street again the next day, and I go, "Any luck?" He says, "I stopped by the house and she wasn't there, but I'll try again today." So I'm like, "All right, whatever." I go in the house, and I think I went to try to take a nap, and then I looked at my phone, and it's like, you missed someone at your door 5 minutes ago." I run out, he's already gone, and he left one of those cards to pick up your package at the post office. And so I go to post office, pick it up. Lo and behold, it's the camera. Um, so have it on my bike, and I'm biking home, and I see him again. This is Friday, I think. And I go, "Dude, this is the box?" He's like, "Yeah, I found it." I go, "What the hell happened?" He saw that they were the same house number, and he assumed, okay, it belongs to this woman, both of them. He gives them gives her both the parcels, one of them being mine, just because it had the same house number. She signs for it because she doesn't know, right? If I'm getting a bunch of packages, I'm like, "Oh, awesome stuff. Sign for it. It's for me." There's no way the mailman's gonna mess up because he would have done his job and looked at it, right? Wrong. And I still haven't heard back from Canada Post, the head office, like, "What happened? We found your package. Is everything okay?" Nothing. I asked the guy, "Hey, did you speak with anyone? Did anyone reach out to you?" He's like, "No, no." So what the fuck? $2,000 camera. This guy was just, dropping it off at any house with the same number. Um, it's pissed me off that why am I the guy on the ground doing the investigation for this? And people wonder, and Canada Post is like, Canada Post is failing and they're losing funding because it's a crown corporation. It's funded by tax money in Canada. Um, you know, maybe that's why people don't do their job properly. Anyway, camera's here, checked everything. The port's good, accessories are good, everything works. It uses the same battery as my camera here, which I'm happy about because I had a shoot and I just switched them around. The lenses are swappable, so you may notice now we're just set at this focal distance for the streaming camera because I'm using, this is a 35 millimeter lens. It's going to be set here. And then the other one had a variable focal length. That's going to go on the cinema camera. So hopefully everything is good. But that was part of my week, and it was awful. It was freaking awful. What's wrong with the accent, legendary poser? You know what, dude? Thank you for being honest. I don't know that I would have given it back. I would have opened it, and you know, they have insurance. No, I'm kidding. I would have given it back. No. What does that mean? Hey, win or lose, man. Good to see you. Toying around investigations, we find your parse. I am. That just pissed me off. Kevin lost the camera. I didn't lose the camera. Canada Post lost the camera. I tracked it down like Batman. I was going to. So okay, here's the crazy part. The postman told me it was the same house number, and then he told me the street name. Right? So now I have the information, and I say to my wife, would it be crazy if I went to that house and rang the doorbell? Well, like, would that be crazy? I suggested she come with me, and maybe a female opening, like a female stranger ringing the doorbell, coming to your door, is not as suspicious or looking. I don't know. Would that be better? Because I understand a lot. You know, people like, oh, what's this strange man doing? He's a criminal, right? And they don't want to open the door. I just want to have a conversation. Although I look like a big nerd, I don't think I look threatening. But you never know. Maybe they won't open the door. Maybe I could have put on a suit or something. Anyway, I was going to ask my wife to go do it. She's like, don't go to a stranger's house. Maybe she was right. I think I was going to wait one more day. If the guy couldn't retrieve it, I was going to wait one more day, and then I would go to the house. I have the address. Ringing the doorbell is crazy in 2026. It's like calling people now. Calling people is the same, but I will call people. If I can't wait for your text response. Texting someone is the implication that, hey man, reply when you want. Reply when you want. And I think I am an old man in that way. I will call you if I need to know right now, or if I don't feel like typing all this shit out. Or if I don't want to hear your voice message or send a voice message, because sometimes voice to text misrepresents what I'm trying to say. But I will call people. I will call you. If I call you though, I like you. That's the thing. If I didn't give a shit, yeah, I'll send a message, and you reply when you want, and I'll reply when I want. It's because I don't care. But if I care about you, I'll call you. If I have your number, I don't want people taking this the wrong way. I've rang a doorbell recently when I had my accident last year. You know, I hate to brag about that again, but you know, I rang a couple doorbells to see if they had doorbell camera footage or security camera footage. Kind of like every cop show. You know, I'm looking at the corner where the Pizza Hut is by the accident. I'm like, where's their security camera pointing at? I've seen TV. I know where this goes. Where's the ATM? There's a camera built in there. I have a fake warrant. Give me the camera records. Sorry, this camera is just a dummy as a deterrent. It doesn't actually work. Damn it. There goes that lead. You know, we've been there. We've seen this. I know what to do. I had to run downstairs to get my Hasbro Proton pack when the delivery driver rang the doorbell. Luckily, I was home and available. I also think my FedEx driver, he's kind of suspicious. Not suspicious. I think he's curious of what's going on because I'll get large boxes of toys, and I remember when the HasLab came, he's like, "What's this today?" And I'm like, "Hey, did you watch Star Wars Rebels?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "It's the Ghost spaceship in 1/18th scale," and then I think he already spaced out at that point. I will ring a doorbell to get my stuff. Physical intimidation still works in 2026. If Grumps, if you rang my doorbell, dude, you're so freaking tall. There's no way, if I didn't know you, there's no way I'm opening that door. That is insane. There's no way. Anyone that knows me well knows not to call me. All right, fine, Dom. You called me once. There you go. You need to use the Nick Cage noir accent when investigating. See, I have not watched it yet. I know people are split. Watch it in black and white or watch it in color. Do you watch it once in black and white and then in color once again? That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time spent. I just finished The Boys. I'm watching Seven Samurai. Seven Samurai, Japanese film. I think it's 1954, which freaking I think predates my father, which is wild to think about. But obviously, like a classic film that has inspired people for decades, including George Lucas and Star Wars too. So I'm like, all right, I think at some point this is a movie that I need to watch. So I go online, and Shout Factory on YouTube has like a 3-hour, 3.5-hour cut of the movie with subtitles. And I think I'm halfway through, and it's been really good. And I think just to see old school samurai and people with amazing clothes from that period, sword fighting, to see all that stuff. It's a great watch. I intend to finish that. When I finish that, I think I will start Spider-Man Noir. But when you say "see" at the end of this sentence, is it like, the 1920s alcohol bootlegger type, the guy from Cops the cartoon? Yeah, big boss, eh? Is it like that? DG, what's up, man? There are certain tropes and things that, I'll I'll still lean into for my benefit. I'd be standing with her, maybe a few steps back. But also I just, don't want to I don't think I come off as intimidating, but, I don't know how other people would see me there. Oh, Grumps. Grumps got a pack. Cheney sent me something to the wrong address. I had to go ring someone's doorbell to get the package. They handed it right over. Yeah, I had to find out. I'm like, is it my name on the package, or is this person's name who signed for it? Because then I have to find out who's at fault. Is it the camera company who's at fault, put the wrong name, or Canada Post who went to the wrong place? So I had to figure that out first, and then see whose fault it was, which is really like not. It should not be on me to try and figure that out. Somebody should have been giving me all that information. But I've had another package. Someone mixed the unit number, the house number on the package. We went to that house, and my wife came with me. Watching it in color is crazy talk. Why give us the option then? Why give us the option if it's so controversial to watch Spider-Man Noir? First of all, is it even worth the watch, people? Yo, what's up, Dole? What did I think of The Boys overall, the series? It was so I've never read the comic books. The show, I think, pushed a lot of boundaries in terms of how disgusting it can get. Definitely not a show you should be watching while you're eating lunch. But it's that take, like, what do you do when if superheroes were real and not everyone's all 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 good, like Justice League, and they were just jerks, and the power got to their head, and on top of that, it's like corporate controlled, and they try to monetize it. It was fun to watch. I'm not a huge fan of the ending. I'm not a huge fan of. That's a lie. I think the spin-off series with the school was all right. I did watch both seasons, but it's not memorable. I don't think I'd go back and rewatch it. I don't think I can quote anything or remember any of the characters' names except for the main one on is it Class V? Something V? Generation V? I am not watching Seven Samurai on my phone. Thank you very much. Watching on a 10-inch iPad. Dude, I was just talking about that with Jay Sean, and he looked bored that I brought up. Seven Samurai or Spider-Man Noir? Oh, I saw one reel where they're like, Star Wars in Japanese is epic, and it was from Kenobi, and it was Ben showdown with Anakin, that final scene with all the rocks in Japanese, and it's so badass. It's so badass. I don't even want to recreate it because that would just be offensive in so many ways. Wait, are the hands the same? No, they're not the same. They're not the same color. Answering phones for 11 years is crazy because sometimes when people call you, you kind of get into the habit and you're like, hey, Kevin from so-and-so speaking. Yes, and he's the only one with that accent? What do you mean? Isn't it like a period piece? Is nobody else in that world speaking that way? Or is Nick Cage, did Nick Cage make the choice to be like, hey guys, I'm gonna speak like this. But Nick, nobody else in the show is speaking that way. I don't care, Shay. I'm already in character. Two episodes in, and I say it's worth the watch so far. Yeah, I mean, I'll get to it. I love all the Spider-Verse stuff. A spinoff is a great idea. I'm gonna check it out. It's on Prime. Is it? Amazing web swinging. Interesting. I like the ending of The Boys. I can't wait for the Soldier Boy series. Soldier Boy was like, I did not expect that character to be that much fun. But does he seem kind of one-dimensional? Look at me. I watch half of Seven Samurai, and I'm using critiquing character development. Yeah, because I noticed how he ended in the last season. I'm like, there's more. There's going to be more with him, right? But I didn't know there was another series. I'm sure there's still lots of spinoffs. Alexander, what's up, man? I just saw one of your posts the other day, and I'm like, hey, I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Glad you're here with us. Channel member for 53 incredible months. Appreciate you. You can become a channel member too. You get early access to new videos and special emojis in the chat. Speaking of new videos, now that ToyCon is over, my wife's birthday celebration is done. And, for a while, I felt kind of, again, drowning in all these toys that I was really kind of demotivated to make videos. And then we took a week off of streaming and just chatting with Chamba and Rick and and Kyle, like talking toys again. Like, I'm back in it. We're opening stuff tonight. Let's do, I'm back in the mood to make more videos and do some reviews. So Patreon and YouTube channel members get early access to new videos before regular access. So I'm excited. Also, there's some side stuff that I was editing too, and freelancing for. So that kind of took priority first. But I am back. I am back. And you know what? I think I have new channel members to give out. Show your support for toying around. Hey, that's me, Shay. Here's some 5 memberships for the chat. Seven Samurai. I was talking about how the Bounty Hunters episode of Clone Wars was beat for beat the same story. I was like, damn, 3.5 hours. Are they, 3.5 hours, 60, 180. That's 210 minutes. Is it 30 minutes per samurai that they have to recruit? That was not the case, but I was worried. But I do not feel bored at all watching it so far, and I don't feel like, oh, this is gonna take forever. When is it gonna end? Like, it's interesting. The pacing is great. Just watching all the different cuts, and some of the scenery. I'm like, damn, this came out in 1954. Like, shot multicam like this is pretty damn impressive. The show will flesh him out. I hope so. He's just an old-timey dude who drinks a lot and tries to bone everyone that he sees. Also watching this stuff, streaming services have really been pissing me off lately with either not having movies or movies that I like or want to watch on a service that I don't have. So, being friends with someone who collects physical media doesn't help either. So I'm just like, oh, do I need to buy more movies and prepare for the apocalypse when all the streaming services go down? There's too many. They all want too much money and too much of your money. And let's get back to bootlegging. Yeah. Where is Yuta? Okkotsu. What up, Rick? From the podcast? Man, so ACBA is episode 399. I'm on episode 299, so I'm 100 episodes behind. Plus, minus the several decimal spaces that they've had for 399. But man, that's awesome. We're lining up. Fire up the BitTorrents. Dude, I don't even know where to do that anymore. I used to have an Android phone. You could BT on an Android. But I think ISPs are have been cracking down on those for many years now. All right, let's get this bad boy open. I missed the first SHF Yuta. I think there was a Figma one also. I missed both of them. I had a chance to get the SHF for really cheap before, and I missed it. And never again will I miss that. So this went up. Yuji went up on Amazon. Japan Chamba reminded me that time. Got it. Super fast shipping. No issues with duty. And I'm so happy with Yuji that I'm excited for this one too. And I know that Yuji has gone up for stupid money also. Grumps, if you're in Times Square, you should check if they still have that JJK Itadori Yuji. Alexander Eagleson, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the 5 Hot Wheels. Says, making progress on my health. Team window open. Dude, I'm so glad to hear it. Health is important. Again, I worry about what to do with my collection. I worry about my health. Maybe I should be doing burpees. Maybe I should be doing push-ups for every toy that I open. So this is my second one tonight. How many push-ups per toy should I be doing? But Alexander, man, that's great to hear. I wish you well on your recovery journey. And team window open. When you get on the plane, leave the windows open. Let me see the clouds. Let me see the takeoff. Satisfy my childlike curiosity. Don't be a Grinch and close the window. When you get into the air, when you get to cruising altitude, close it. Go to sleep. You know, they turn the lights off. That's what they do with parrots. They cover the cage. That's your indication to go to sleep. By all means, close the window then. But when if takeoff and landing, dude, I want to see the surrounding area. Come on. I didn't realize The Boys was run by the same guy. What do you mean run by? Writer, creator, producer, directors? I don't even what's the name of the guy who plays Soldier Boy? Also, I can't help but want to sing Soldier Boy every time his name is mentioned. I wonder if him in the show. I liked all the appearance. There was a lot of celebrity cameos and appearances in the last season. I don't want to ruin it for people, but that was a crazy episode. If you've seen it, the poker game episode, you guys will know what I mean. I'm gaining on us. All of 2020 off, almost all of 2020 off really had us. Almost really? I mean, that was before me, or that's pretty much when I started, Rick. Hey, if you guys need special guests for 400, let me know. I'm open. I'm always down to support ACBA. You guys are good people. Also, Dave Walton. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna save. If I'm on again, I'm gonna say it on there. I'm gonna save it. The OG UG is going for a hefty price too. So I have the SHF UG and the Figma, and I like them a lot. Here, I have the SHF in Sukuna form because I have the Figma in regular. But then I have it this way too. So they re-released this one last week. They re-released Megumi, Todo, and Gojo, I believe. I have 3 Gojo. I didn't even realize. But these are a lot of fun. So I'm going to keep these here. I'm going to keep this dude here. And now I'm crowded and out of space here. Video Power Gaming says 10 push-ups per toy or 20 crunches. Should I start a poll? If I create a poll, I need people to answer how many push-ups per opened toy per week. I mean, I don't have to do it here, right? Because I don't have space for it. That's the worst part. How does this question thing even work? All right, if you're in the chat right now, is there a question box in the chat? Or do you have to click on a questions tab? Let me know. Jay Center says the creator showrunner of Supernatural is the showrunner for The Boys. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Rick, I'll be there. Trying to ignore the JJK re-releases? Well, if you have them already, ignore them for sure. All right, enough toying around. All right, he's got the new haircut. The eyes are a little sad. Video Power Gaming says there is a box with a question and a tab that says ask something. Am I asking? This sucks. All right, forget it. That sucks. Dole says, "What's it to you?" Yeah, Dole. All right, I will do 10 push-ups per toy opened, and 20 crunches. Dude, Josh Brown, you got to do it. Dom, look at me being a boomer. Dom says, "I think the question thing wants us to ask you questions." All right, forget it. Don't ask me anything. Okay. So this looks like, is this? No, this is not the same torso as Tojima. This is a different torso. Tojima looks like it doesn't have this lower part of a baggy shirt. Ooh, nice shoulders. I'm getting warmed up to fight. RG, what's good? There are lots of others sold out. Do you think they will get re-released? Yeah, I heard a lot of them got sold out this round. Right? I think if you had the opportunity to, you should get it. If you feel like you need to get the whole set, get everybody, and that might be tough, then I understand your reservations that you have. I like that he has a rope for a belt. Hey, man, I don't want to trade belts with you. Yours is just a piece of extension cord. Hey, man, he's ragging on your cord. All right, simple looking character design. But I dig it. There's a swappable head for action hair. Was SHF the first company to do, the bangs, removable bangs that cover the face swap? Because that's honestly genius. Oh, there you go. Okay, so we need an attack face for the action. Come on. Also, in the early days of unboxing, I just had so much stuff to open, and I still do, but I would go through maybe like 4, sometimes like 8 toys a week, and I was just blowing through them. I don't even remember what I opened. I didn't fully enjoy everything that I opened. I didn't get a chance to. It's too crazy. Like, between chatting with people and just opening that many times or that many things in a week, I wasn't fully appreciating everything that I had. So I made the conscious effort to slow it down. I think last year or the year before, like to 3 at most. And what does that really do other than create a backlog? Okay, this is interesting. You can kind of holster his katana here. That's slightly covered by this piece. There we go. He looks good. He looks good. Let's see. I really like the shoulders. Look at that. It just looks so natural once you move them back like this. That is fantastic. Is there a little forearm rotation in here? There's a new Yuji that was released, 120% potential, that has a better black flash effect. This is the one that comes with the Figma. It has a little hole in there, so I can put it on the fist of the new Yuji and have him punching this. Almost. So I was looking for ways to get a decent black flash effect piece. So that's cool. SHF went and put it on the new one. I've been looking on AliExpress. I think the one on AliExpress I got was okay. It's like this. It's like a piece of acrylic, and you put the wrist peg through. But once you put the space in there between the actual fist and the wrist peg, there's not enough space because this is in there, so the whole fist kind of doesn't fit on fully. But I love this thing. What would you do? You step your left foot to punch your right hand? Or would you put this back and you're drawing it back? Yeah, if you can get this SHF, get this. If you're in New York, go to Times Square, go to the Tamashii Nation store, get this one. It looks good. It poses so well. It's so much fun. It's rad. Get it. Huge upgrade from the 1.0. I'm doing it. I'm a hand poser. I'm doing it. Doesn't he look bigger? He looks a lot bigger, right? Did he grow? Josh Brown, did you not see it there? You were there a few weeks ago. The number of push-ups should go up for every toy opened. Oh my God, like the Oregon Duck mascot. I don't know what that means. Has to do push-ups whenever they score, and each score he does however many points they have. Is that football? Basketball would suck. Yo, Rick says hoping these re-releases are at SDCC. So we talked about it last night. We're marked safe from the Comic-Con exclusives, but the Bandai booth does have other releases there at the time. If you missed the JJK stuff, that would be a great opportunity to get it. I hope people can. I don't remember enough of Yuta's moves. Like, what should he be posing like? Because what are these hands for? It's very interesting. But I like the two different hairstyles they gave him for this release. And a bunch of five expressions is awesome. I just ordered Tojima last night after the stream. Unfortunately, missed out on it on Amazon JP. So we went to, I think we went on Nin Nin. Chama told me to go Nin Nin to order it from there. And then tonight I have to order. Oh God, I mixed up my lefts and rights. The new Noda. I ordered that earlier today. The new Noda, Li Xiao Yao. Dom says, when I used to box on people's birthdays, the trainer would, when I used to box, on people's birthdays, the trainer would make us do a burpee for each year or the person's age. Oh, what? I don't know what I could do. I don't know how many burpees I could do. I recently did get a bicycle. I've been cycling, but it's also an e-bike. So when I go further distance, sometimes I cheat and I use the throttle, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Yeah, Rick, you're still gonna need to get the ticket to get in line. Someone's still got to hook you up, and get. They'll have basic figures, hopefully the ones that you need, dude, or the ones you missed out on. Can you imagine if like Chamba missed out on something, and you had to get it as a release at Comic-Con to ship it out to him? I like that there's an extra joint here. at the... It's not just a rotation. Look. Can I do that? I guess I can do that. This should be a sword hand. Right hand. Getting a sword. Getting ready to grab a sword. That would be... Which one? God, I'm stupid with my left and rights. It's like Magic Wallet again. Oh, dude, look. He can actually reach across with the butterflies. I like it. I like it. Now if Bandai would do Rika, the giant's curse, that's with him. What should be the left hand here? This? No, this is actually a gripping hand. Relaxed? What are we thinking? Thoughts? Thoughts? I mean, in terms of character design, he's not that crazy or unique, but everything works. Oh, there's an extra ankle cuff for his pants. That's interesting. Look, this is a separate piece, like a cuff. I'm hand posing. Again, I'm not knocking hand posing. I've never done it. So this qualifies, right? These guys are so good together. There was always a day every year when 4 people would come in that shared a birthday. We would have to do 100 plus burpees in addition to the boxing. Tell those old asses to get out of the gym. I'm not trying to vomit, my delicious lunch that I just had and made. I should do boxing though. I hear boxing is really good training for a full body training. Where is the... This is the new one. This is the new Noda Studios, or Noda Extreme, they call it. 1/12 scale collection, The Legend of Sword and Fairy Li Xiao Yao. Come on. Look at the soft goods. The white pants are a little bit like, dude, these are going to get dirty. What are you doing wearing white pants in the olden days where you don't have Dawn dish soap to get food stains out of? But look at the hair. Look at the expressions. This is insane. Details on the sword, the posing on this. Oh my God. You can do that high of a leg kick. I don't think this is any sort of Photoshop. Noda Studios can move. Noda Extreme, can move. That's why I love their figures. I have their 3-pack, John Wick, Kane, which is Donnie Yen, and I think it was the Year of the Tiger. The Year of the Tiger character. Come on, this is cool, man. I only have like the Chinese martial arts looking figures in 1/18 scale from Joy Toy. This might be... Good luck. This has the wooden sword. So the wooden sword isn't like a fighting thing. It's more of, I think it's like a ceremonial, sort of like ritualistic sword. And he's got this seal here that's in his hand. From what I remember, like watching these movies as a kid, like you would, I don't know, do a bunch of crazy moves with the wooden sword and pray and do stuff. Yeah, this speaks to me. I don't know. Sometimes I share stuff and I'm like, am I the only one who likes this? or does the general population or viewers here would they appreciate this? Ow, fucking camera. Ankle joint is, I guess, pretty good. That's a pretty deep crouch. I don't think I have the hips to do this crouch in real life. Maybe I will after opening more toys and getting more fit here on this channel. This pose is awesome. Sword behind the back. I think the clothes are a little clean, but this is based on a game, I believe, Legend of Sword and Fairy. $1995. A Chinese language fantasy video game series and media franchise. There you go. What the? Hold on. Okay, so this definitely screams older than 1995, this artwork. What is this Steam review of Sword and Fairy 7? Sword and Fairy 7 is an RPG with a lot of storytelling. It is a sorta kinda Chinese take on the Final Fantasy series, but heavily rooted in Chinese, maybe mythology. What is sorta kinda Chinese? Is that like me? Is that a dig at me? Regardless, this guy is cool. I don't know the game, but this guy is cool. And there is, look at all, this is all the stuff he comes with. I think he can surf on a giant blade, like some sort of Tony Hawk type character, collect skate. I think he can use powers to control, like telekinesis to control swords. And so you can get the deluxe version that has the DLC of either blue swords or yellow swords, a display base. And I think it's 32 energy swords. So there's the base version. I only got the base version. I don't know enough about the character to need an additional 32 swords. But it does have the wooden sword as a pre-order bonus. Hell yeah. Come on, look at how well look at this pose. He can sit. It's a grass blade in his mouth. Here he is surfing. This is like Marvel 16. What was that series? Marvel 1608, 1308, 1587. It's like Silver Surfer in an early age. What was that? Marvel 1308? 1608. But Noda is no joke. Not a joke. Their figures pose well. The soft goods are amazing. Tons of accessories, face sculpts, the portraits. Always very impressive. They're also S tier for me. Who's got me? Marvel what? 1608? Josh Brown says, when are those dang Noda Lord of the Ring figures? They haven't even been revealed yet. We don't even know what it looks like. But I need those. I'm very excited to see what character likenesses they're going to use. Do they have the rights to use, the actors from the film franchise, or do they have to go, some sort of generic look for an elf or a hobbit or something like that? Because I'd be very impressed to see if they can get the actual character likeness rights. Well, I guess SHF did. I guess Bandai did get the likeness rights for Elijah Wood and Aragorn and Orlando Bloom. Why do I only know? Oh, Viggo Mortensen, that's his name. So I think they got those likeness rights because they used their likeness. It didn't exactly come out great, but I think it's close enough that if you were to make a case, hey, this is my likeness, people could see it. SHF Lord of the Rings. I know those went on clearance really fast because they did not do well. They did not do very well at all. Who's got good photos of these? Wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm lying. Noda, they did show photos of them. They had prototypes of them at One Fest. I am mistaken. They did show it off. Because they had the rooted, one of them had the rooted hair for Aragorn, right? I was mistaken. Do I have a third-party Gandalf? I do not. Who makes a 112? I don't think I've seen any third-party stuff that looks good enough for me to buy. The Aragorn was like, I don't know. It was all right. It looked all right. But you can definitely make the case, hey, this is Elijah Wood. So they have, I'm assuming they had the rights. It just didn't work out well. Maybe the hair doesn't translate well at this scale. A completely static Gollum kind of pissed me off too. Like he's the accessory. You could have made him a fully I mean, look at how the dude moves, and you don't make an articulated figure that seems like a total kick to the nuts of the fan base who would collect this. Like, let him be posed up. Let him move. You just move like, is this a shoulder movement? That's it. I still love this pose. Hey, Aragorn, who approved this wave? Don't look at me. I'm just a ranger. The hobbits are, I think, a bit too tall also. I also wonder, now that I have children, you know, and I bring them out in public and they're small, and I'm like, okay, I can see why the hobbits were able to outmaneuver grown-up people, like full-size humans. Because, you know, a lot of people who don't have kids, they're minding their business, they're walking, they're really not looking at that height. So my kids can walk through there, and I worry that people don't see them and they'll kick them or bump into them and knock them over, because people really don't look at that eye level. So now the movie, after 20 years, that part makes sense to me. Because I'm like, I would see if there's an object or movement around and below me. Below me is what I'm saying. The Gandalf is pretty good. Hellcat made him and Aragorn. I think I saw those before, and I wasn't fully sold. Honestly, who knows? If I saw Noda, I've seen Noda's, and I think it's there. The likeness is there. I don't have to worry about how it looks. But if it wasn't fully there, I would buy it just because it is Noda. There is a little bit of brand loyalty there on my part. And they've earned it. They've earned it. Noda is almost at a point where I will buy stuff like I used to be with Mezco. I would buy stuff and then go, oh, okay, so what did I just purchase? It's that good for me. This is the Hellcat Gandalf. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The facial features are a little bit off, but it's there. The rest of the robes, I think it's hard to do flowy robes like this because it looks really baggy and puffy. But I think it's decent. All right, I think I'm going to open... If I open one more thing, I got to do the push-ups, right? So should I open one more thing, chat? One more or no? What do you all think? You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it for all of you. You will thank me. My wife will thank you for me doing push-ups. I'm going to do the gum parts for Luffy. I don't have enough time tonight to really give the care to Usopp, I don't think, because there's a lot to cover in there. Maybe episode 300. I hope it fits. This is the Target version of Luffy SHF. It was on sale for some Target sale, like 25% off Bandai. I got it at a really good price. He is very similar to the regular Romance Dawn one, except for the scuff marks and battle damage parts, which I guess if I swap out the arms, will it still work? Wait, how would this work? All right, let's see. Ooh, that's cool. Oh my god, that's awesome. Standalone straw hat with strap, so you can put it around his neck. That's so cool. That's so cool. Where do you go? Oh my god, there's so much stuff here. What is this? Effect piece. Oh, that's where all the arms come out of. Stretchy legs. Okay, stretchy legs. It's got the hinged ankle and the toe hinge. I hope mine works with this. Oh, yes, it does. Cool. That's awesome. Oh, come on. That's so much fun. Dude, that's so crazy. I love this. Oh my god, Danny Green, thank you for the hookup. This is crazy. I also ordered that set that had the giant gout foot accessory. This is insane. This is so much fun. All right, hat off. Hair. And we're going to swap this faceplate because this comes with a faceplate too. This might be the coolest accessory pack I've ever seen. Look at his expression here. Look at the eyes. Oh my god, I can't wait to show my kids tomorrow. I cannot wait. They're going to flip when they see this. They are going to be so excited. And I think the Luffy box has the hairpiece, so you can have the straw hat around his neck. This is awesome. All right, so then these arms that are in this tray go into the body. Uh-oh. Do I need the pin? I will check the instructions and then we will end the stream on that. All right, swappable neck piece and straw hat around his neck. Arms and legs assembly, bending arms, warning, delicate, and faceplate. All right, the faceplate has been swapped. I think I need the shoulder joint from here, because otherwise, how would this go in? Maybe I need to heat this. God damn it. All right, we'll do that later. We'll do that another time. But then all of these arms go into this effect piece. Can you mess it up? Or are they keyed in holes? Guys, this is crazy. Oh, they are keyed in. And I think there's a number on it too. So people, you can't mess this up. Not that this is for me, but it's nice that they put it on there for more inexperienced people to handle this. But now I feel like when I put them back in the box, they need to be put back in order. That is sick. What the heck, dude? I don't have a fist here. Here. That's crazy. That thing is crazy. Oh my god, I can't wait to show the kids tomorrow. Is it weird to have one long leg? Hell yeah. All right, 3 things opened. That's 30 push-ups. I may have bitten more off than I can chew, but we got to start somewhere. I love this thing. This is so cool. We haven't watched One Piece in several weeks because kids aren't allowed to, but we'll be back to it this weekend, and we will be posing Luffy along with us while we watch. All right, friends, it's about 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. I'm going to go. We're going to call it a night, but it has been one freaking awesome unboxing. We made it through. Sometimes I feel nervous about sitting here by myself. Like I have to, say something. Dead air makes me nervous. But we made it through, and I had a great time opening this stuff. If you guys want more stuff to watch, there is the best and worst toys of the week from last night. Make sure you catch that. Dole, if you're still watching, last night was one late stream, but we will not be at 10 p.m. East Coast every Wednesday. It was just last night. Oh my god, this is sick. So cool. All right, punch. I think the little pointing finger is not really helping sell this punch. Here's a little gum action. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. What was the best thing I opened tonight? Was it the Sexyice2019 Unkval Smasher-Anaconda Strike version, the SH Figuarts Luffy Gum parts to go with the Romance Dawn, or the SHF JJK Yuta Okkotsu? Please let me know. Watch a replay for best and the worst from last night. Follow Toying Around on Instagram and YouTube for more toy videos, photos, just things that's going on with me, with the hobby, and everything we're doing here. More reviews are on the way. And thank you so much for watching. Oh, let me catch up on these comments real quick. Will you be happy with generic? That will be with a generic Lord of the Rings? No, I wouldn't. I would buy it because it's Noda and it's good and it's Lord of the Rings. But I would love the actual actors. SHF could have gone away without the likeness rights. Come on, it's not that. It's too close. It's too close to be that bad. How about that? It's too close to be that bad. Kyle, what's up, dude? I have one long leg at least. It's longer than the figure? Or you'll let me know about that one. Video Power Gaming, thank you, says you can take a break between push-ups. Oh, 100%. I don't think I could do 30 push-ups straight. Again, there's no way I did 90 push-ups, 900 push-ups in the last 6 years. But toy unboxings. Oh, should we start at episode 300? I'll start now. We'll start at 299. Keanu Lees, what's up, man? Says, I just got home, but I'll catch you on the replay. Appreciate you are just about to head out. Always appreciate people who are here live or catch the replay, because, enjoy it. The content is here for you to watch. And while you're watching, hit the thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you like this video, and maybe other people will as well. We are, I think we're almost at 9,000 followers on Instagram, and almost 8,600 on YouTube. That's awesome. Thank you to the community who sits through these ramblings and unboxings, professional unboxings. The QR code up here for that Noda Extreme Legend of Sword and Fairy figure. Even if you don't want that, go there, click on this or scan this, go to Bombus B and see what stuff you're interested in buying. Bombus B has this in stock if you want to get it too. Add it to your order. If you were enabled tonight, I still enable. I still have that ability. Keanu Leaves is right. Hitting the like button is absolutely free. What's my most anticipated snapshot reviews? Good to see you. What's your most anticipated figure of 2026, or do you already have it? I was very excited to get this Yuji and Yuta from JJK. Now that they're in hands, they do not disappoint. I am going to open up my pre-orders and see what's on the way. We have Revel Tech GG from Don. That is supposed to be July of this year. Jon Snow, the Jon Snow by Yuan Yue Toys, 1/12 scale with soft goods. I'm very excited for that. Tojima, which we just ordered last night on Nin. Tojima wants to be a common rider. Look-wise, it's a guy with a button-up denim shirt and like khaki pants, and he put on a common rider mask. But in terms of who the character is, I think it's really cool. I'm pretty excited for that. I can't say that's my most excited because it was just announced and pre-ordered. But I'm gonna say Jon Snow because the Game of Thrones stuff has really been kind of on the forefront of my fandom this year so far. Like rewatching the whole series, seeing the toys, backtracking for characters. So Jon Snow might be at the top of the list because I've already got these two in hand, and they did not disappoint, guys. They did not disappoint. I will post photos with the new camera, maybe. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great night and amazing weekend. I hope you get some awesome toys and keep toying around. Peace. We'll be back next Wednesday for the best and worst toys of the week. Yeah, more Don figures. I mean, there's stuff that I anticipate that doesn't even exist. I guess that's not the question, huh?